Hello everyone, I'm Batpan. This is actually our first video on this new playlist that we're starting, and inside this playlist we're gonna see what project I'm currently working at the place I'm working at, what problems I faced, how I fixed it. One thing before starting the video is I have to say that it's been more than 80 days that Iran has no access to any kind of internet at all. I had to tell that at the start of the video. So I think it is actually the first time that you guys have seen my laptop, and it is not actually beautiful here, so I'm not gonna show more on this. This is the Unity I'm working at. I'm using Unity 6.0.39 F1 version. It is the version we all use in the company. We all have the same versions, because if I'm trying to send my project to the other guy and he wants to send me something, we are actually better if versions are the same. This game is currently finished for the single player. We want to make it multiplayer, and we can get player name, player coin from the server, and we can do some stuff. In this video I'm gonna be talking about the menu, then I'll be going into the actual game and show you what I have created. If you guys have more questions, you can actually tell me, and I would be able to tell you guys what method I used for example, this specific situation. Let's start the game. So this is the menu. We have Batpan here, and we can press space to start. Here I'm pressing space, but on the device it's going to be ported to. There is no space, no keyboard. It's just a simple button. You press and you go to the next scene. You see in this scene that we can select the theme we want to work. We want to use maybe fruits, maybe cakes, maybe gems, or anything. So if these are two locked items, when you press on it, it says theme is 50 coins. You want to purchase, you say back. No, I do not. Then you can, for example, if you want to purchase this, you say no, I want to be using the free version. Then you are here with a version with items you can buy. So this is the atomic bomb item that you can buy. It is used for emergency. You see the video showing right there. This is big backpack, which is 15 coins and can be used to have two items at the same time, because the normal inventory system has only access to one item. The next one is the freeze bomb. You can use it during emergency times, and you can freeze the items from coming down for 15 seconds. These are three items you can buy before game. You see, I'll buy all three, and then I can wait for the time to finish to start, or press the V key to start the game. That was the menu. It's not that hard. It's just the new method I'm using at coding is to divide it into parts as much as possible. So you see I have a menu manager, which is a parent for all the scripts. Important stuff are kept here in this menu manager script. So you see I have this script, and inside this script I have this is a reference to my referencer. So I have this menu and I have this referencer. So for this menu manager, I have the coin text, this coin text amount. Then I have the name text, so I can get the name and the coin amount and be putting it on my coin text and the name text. On my private void start, you see that I have a referencer menu. I get a reference to my referencer. What I'm doing in referencer is, I have shown you in previous videos, I make a public static referencer, and I make it static in my scene, so I can access it from anywhere I want by just typing this one, referencer menu dot instance. You see, I can get access to it by just calling this. Anything inside this referencer can be actually referenced from other scripts by just writing referencer menu dot instance. And the reason for it is because it is static. But the thing I have to be sure is there should be only one instance of this referencer menu in the whole scene. So how do I make sure of that? I go inside my void awake. I say that if instance is null and we have no other instances at the same time, we take this instance, the instance that has this script on it, we make this one our actual instance, this instance. And if we have another instance, so we don't need this one, we don't want it to be two, so we just destroy this game object. When you call destroy game object with a small g, it means this game object with the script on it. Then I set my coin text. I get my coin from behind the class, so I have it preset here, but I have to change these codes to take values from the server or anywhere and then set it. But these are the things that I have set up for the single player game, which is going to be changed in the upcoming weeks. I'm waiting for the other guys to make that server thing so I can connect this game to the server. And yeah, I get it. I just set the values. You see, I have say coin is normal color, but I put my coin value inside this color equal to yellow method. You see, my normal color is blue, my coin default color is blue, and if I want to make one section yellow, I just put it inside this. So if I just remove it, you see that my number is blue, but I want my coin number to be yellow, so I make it like this. And when I'm setting value inside the script for it, I just do the same thing inside the script. I say coin text.text is equal to coin, open, and I space here, then I write this plus my coin amount, which is for example 100 in this case, plus close the bracket so the colors won't go to the next lines if I have the next line. In this case I don't. That is how I get the values for it. And I have, changed different scenes. I put different functions on each scene, and you see on the void start, on scene start, I have only one script, and it only takes one input to go to the next scene. It is the start scene, so it doesn't need anything special for it. This was just a very simple showcase of it. In the next part, I'll go through each one of these menus and show you exactly how I have implemented these effects and how I have made this video appear here, and the methods I use to make it easier to understand and easier to access and more optimized. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was actually the first video of our playlist. I'll be happy if you guys could suggest how it is better to make these kind of videos. What do you want to see in these kind of videos? What do you want me to talk about in these kind of videos? As you guys might know, that I'm working at a company and they don't allow me to show a lot of stuff, but I'm actually showing the parts that I made and the parts that I think are okay to show. If you guys have questions in any place, you can actually ask it in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, you could give it a like, and as I said, you can tell me anything in the comment section below. I would be very happy to read all of it and answer all of it. Thank you for watching this video. Hope all the very best for you. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.